Calgary-Bow River, I see that the Honourable Leader of the Government in the House of Commons is rising on her feet.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pursuant to Standing Order 32, I have the honour to table in both official languages the Fall Economic Statement 2024.
I see that the Honourable Member from Perth Wellington is rising on his feet.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Now that the Fall Economic Statement has been tabled, I believe we do now proceed to questions to the Minister. So I'd like to ask the government to stand in this place and tell us exactly how big the budget deficit was last year. How much did they blow past the $40 billion? Is it a big deficit or is it a super duper deficit?
Order. Order, please. I see that there are a couple of other members who are rising on a point of order. The Honourable Member from Kitchener Centre was first on his feet.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now that the Fall Economic Statement has been tabled, I wonder if there might be unanimous consent for all parties to have a 20-minute round of speeches and 10 minutes of questions and answers, as was already planned to be the case.
Can I have the I'm going to ask the Honourable Member from Kitchener Centre to please repeat his request for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wonder if there might be unanimous consent of the House to now have all parties offered the opportunity for 20 minutes for a speech and 10 minutes of question and answer afterwards, including the Green Party.
All those opposed to the Honourable Member moving the motion will please say nay. The Honourable, I regret to say that the order, I understand that there isn't unanimous consent. I'm going to ask the Honourable Member from Regina Capel, who is rising on a point of order. The Opposition House Leader is on his feet.
Mr. Speaker, and I just want to remind you that the order that the House adopted was very, very specific. And notwithstanding any standing order, special order, usual practice of the House, at 4 p.m. on Monday, December 16th, the Speaker shall interrupt the proceedings to permit the Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, to make a statement followed by a period of up to 10 minutes for questions and comments. After the statement, a member from each recognized opposition party and a member of the Green Party may reply for a period approximately equal to the time taken by the Minister's statement. So a Minister of the Crown just came in and made a statement. Her statement was that she was tabling the Fall Economic Update. That is the statement. At the very least, Mr. Speaker, there should now be a 10-minute period of questions and comments. She chose to have a very short statement. Nothing we can do about that. She came in, tabled, and then ran out before there could be any accountability or scrutiny. I believe the most logical thing for the chair to do is to accept that as the statement that it was, which I would say is a perfect statement on the state of the Liberal government right now, and at the very least allow opposition parties and opposition members to ask questions of the government as to what was in that statement, as to what was in the Fall Economic Update. Yes.
I thank the Honourable Member. I see that the Honourable Government House Leader is rising on a point of order. The Honourable Government, the Parliamentary Secretary of the Government House Leader is rising on a point of order.
Government House Leader stood actually on a point of order, tabled documents. It's as simple as that.
So I thank the Honourable Government House Leader. Indeed, that was where the Chair was going to go, but I do see that there are a number of members who are rising on a point of order. I have not heard the Honourable Leader of the House Leader of the NDP who is rising on his order, the Honourable Member from New Westminster Burnaby.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I mean, this is a fundamental tenet of parliamentary democracy and transparency and accountability. We've just had the tabling of the document. So if you seek it, anyone respecting democracy should support the following motion: that notwithstanding any standing order, special order, or usual practice of the House, immediately following the adoption of this motion, the Speaker shall interrupt the proceedings to permit one member from each recognized opposition party and a member of the Green Party to make a statement of up to 20 minutes, followed by a period of up to 10 minutes for questions and comments related to the fall economic statement.
Hear, hear.
All those opposed to the Honourable Member moving the motion will please say nay. I see that the Honourable Member from... I was going to say the Honourable Member from Okanagan, Similkameen Nicola, is up on his feet.
Mr. Speaker, there's $61.9 billion of extra spending in here. And the fact is, I came prepared at my seat at the time. You went through in great detail exactly the process for the fall economic statement. And the government has reneged. A drop-off drive-by of a tabling where the minister spun around and walked right out. That is contemptuous of the agreed-to motion that we would all be here today to undertake a democratic scrutiny of the government. The government cannot pick and choose its role. It is subservient to this House. I would ask you find them in contempt, Mr. Speaker, because obviously the government is not prepared to allow any other process. This was something, Mr. Speaker, that makes not only myself and this whole House look bad, it looks terribly upon you. I would ask that you would defend our rights as parliamentarians and force the government through a mechanism, perhaps a contempt motion, that they have been found in contempt in their duties to this House.
L'honorable from Cumberland Colchester, sorry, not Cumberland Colchester, from Dufferin Caledon, forgive me, is up on his feet on a point of order. The Honourable Member.
Speaker, the regular proceedings today were interrupted for an order. It is a mandatory order. There are different kinds. The language could have said may. May is permissive language. And if the order said may, you would have discretion as to how to proceed. Right. But the proceedings were interrupted in the face of a specific order. And the order says the Speaker shall interrupt the proceedings to permit the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance to make a statement, followed by a period of up to 10 minutes. If they chose not to use their time to make a statement, that is their problem. You are bound by a mandatory order to now give us the opportunity that is set out in this. It's not permissive, it's not optional, it's mandatory, and we, as opposition members, expect you to follow and enforce your mandatory order.
Hear, hear.
So I thank the Honourable Member, and the Speaker and the Chair is placed in a situation where very much has to follow what is listed here. And I thank the Honourable Member from Dufferin Caledon for quoting this statement. I will just say it, that yes, the Speaker shall interrupt, which the Speaker did. But here's what it is. Shall interrupt the proceedings to permit the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance to make a statement, followed by a period of up to 10 minutes for questions and comments. After the statement, a member from each recognized opposition party and a member of the Green Party may reply for a period of approximately equivalent of to the time taken by the Minister's statement, and each statement will be or shall be followed by a period of 10 minutes for questions and comments. The difficulty that the Chair finds itself in is that the motion is a permissive motion. The Minister chose not to make a statement, by which the rest of the order doesn't follow.